I'm drunk. Mama's drunk, Omar. Mama's drunk, and I think it might behoove me to drink this entire bottle of water. Put a little water on it. I at least got my contacts out. I washed my face, got my contacts out to brush my teeth, and no, because I plan to drink all this water, I didn't brush my teeth. I just forced myself to drown this water. I might not wake up with a headache. It's really a crapshoot, but at least it's early. It's not even 12:30. Mice in the train station. I had to wait an hour for my fucking bus. I just missed it. And why did I miss it? Because I was stupid enough to, when I was getting the train from somewhere else, I wanted to go, farther down. So when I arrived where I was arriving, I would have less distance to walk, but those trains don't play around, and they give you seconds, and I should have got on the first empty one, but no, then I had to wait 15 minutes. I had to wait for the bus for an hour. So I'm sitting there tipsy, drunk, whatever, and seeing the mice. Mice don't bother me. I had pet mice. This is what I was thinking in the train station when I was tipsy, and I had a whole fucking just about an hour to wait for the next bus. I'm watching the mice from far away, and then they disappeared. I'm like, where did they go? So I got up. Remember, I have to entertain myself because I'm drunk, and I have to wait for the fucking bus for an hour. It sucks. Where did the mice go? So I went all the way up, and I'm like, oh, they have a hole that they can get outside. That's where they're going. And I even threw down a spit and tiny little bit of my organic sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds that I, brought with me today to snack on. And I threw down a couple. Not a handful, like nothing. And the mouse did come out and grab like one, but that was it. And the other mouse did not, because there was more than one mouse I was seeing. And I'm watching the mice, and of course, because everything in this life triggers me, I'm watching the mice. And remembering, well, first of all, the mice don't bother me. I had pet mice, number one. And number two, what you doing, Omar? You want to go to bed? It's going to be cold tomorrow. We're not going to do anything anyway. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do anything except, I'll take you up a walk, but that's the extent of what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might even be hungover. To my friend, I tried that vodka you recommended, the pint, and I drank the whole thing. And I bought didn't drink all of it, most of it. I bought a fruit punch, cold 45 glasses, $2.50. And the guy let me use my credit card. I'm like, do you have a limit of how much you have to spend? He's like, no. I'm like, wow, everyone else around here does. He's like, I know. I'm like, that one just 5 minutes down the road would make you spend $7 to use a credit card. And he's like, no, we don't. And then I said, well, that's cool, you're awesome. And it's like, and I'm like, it's actually not right. It's like illegal, I think, to do that. And he explained, well, they charge every time you use the credit card. But then, okay, I said, then how come you don't do what everyone else does that I've encountered around here? And he's like, because we figure, we want customers, so we don't have a limit. So I could buy the damn thing on my credit card for $2.50. I told him, like, the other place I had to buy 2 Four Locals if I wanted to use my credit card. I'm like, you guys are awesome. I didn't buy from you the other night, though, because I wanted the blue Passion Four Locals, and you didn't have that. Anyway, I was a little boozed, like Alan from 2.5 Men, boozed. I was a little boozed. Oh, my mom was boozed. So I was watching the mice to entertain myself. And remembering. Yes, everything in this life sparkles only glorious memory. I had pet mice, but when my mama and I, and Irv briefly, although he left, an alcoholic, abusive stepfather with the full beard and mustache. It caused me to never ever. Who cares? I don't have to like beards and mustaches. Yeah, mice. There were mice in Grant B, who was Marion's daddy. An alcoholic, not abusive, but an alcoholic. In his pig pen house, there were mice. And I remember moved in there when I was like 12, I guess. I remember trying to catch the wild mice by setting up a cage or something and luring them. I don't think I intended to catch. I think I just wanted to see them. I wanted to lure them out so I could see them. And they came out, so watching the mice in the train station earlier this evening, it was like sparking my memory. Oh, Marion has no right to be throwing stones at me. My aunt who died last summer, her daughters, theoretically, sure, they could throw stones at me, but not Marion. Not all things considered. Her alcoholic father wanted to fuck me when I was 12. I heard from my cousin, who I hadn't talked to in like 20 years, that Marion accused their father of trying stuff with her when she was a teenager. And my cousin was like, well, you know what? Marion says blah, 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 blah. But I heard from my mama that Marion's daddy tried to do bad things to my mama. See, Marion has no right to be throwing stones at me. Auntie M has no right. Not when she was younger and her kids were babies and she was an 8-year admitted cokehead. Not when her kids both have criminal records for drugs. And not when her father may have done, bad things that Marion might not even be aware of. I don't know. We do know that my mama doesn't remember stuff, okay? My mom was all fucked up. and my cousin, the ones who lived far away I hadn't seen in 20 years, their mama was all fucked up. And then, of course, the aunt who died a couple days ago has been fucked up from, I don't even remember her not being fucked up right from before I was born. Okay? Now, does that necessarily equate that Grampy, did bad things to them when they were young? No. But according to my cousin who got it from her mom who died before, he did. Actually, what did she say? I have it in text. I texted it, I think, to my ex-shelter friend. Did, maybe he didn't touch their mama. Maybe he touched my aunt who died a couple days ago. It's been cuckoo from before I was born. I think they did electroshock treatment and fucked her up, and I don't know. Maybe she's at peace now, maybe. All I know is that under those circumstances, my fucking C-1-T-man Aunt Marion, who smears my name and has no right to be throwing stones at me. Just under the circumstances, she's given everything, who her father was. Both her sons have criminal records. She was admitted cocaine when she was, when she was with her first scumbag husband, when her kids were babies. Who the fuck is she to be throwing stones at me, That's what gets me. Maybe one thing, like I said, the daughters of the dead aunt, theoretically, they theoretically have the right to throw stones at me, but not Marion. But she's the one forever doing it, not her. Not her. So I moved down. I guess I have to entertain myself. I had to get the goddamn bus for an hour. I moved down. The mouse was tiny, tiny, tiny. The one mouse did come out. It grabbed one of the seeds and went back where it went, and then it came out a couple of more times, but it didn't grab any more seeds. Well, I'm sure it will. I'm sure the mice there will too grab them, grab the seeds. It was just a few, not too many. Not too many seeds. So I'm hoping I'm not hungover tomorrow, but you know what? I drank a lot. Chances are I'm gonna. At one point I was on my way to the store, and I put David Isaac's Rock on my MP3 player before I left. Oh, speaking of which, I missed a couple of buses around here. One I knew I was going to miss. I had to stop at the liquor store, and chances are I was going to miss it, but I was walking and it didn't come, but then probably it just came in that couple minutes or so. And then the goddamn bus came early. I had to wait an hour. That pissed me off. It came early. I had run into fast food places to pee, and the bus never comes early. I ran ahead and then I missed it again. It sucks. Sucks. we didn't get to see my movie. But in any case, when I went there anyway, I got socks. I got my 2 more sets of socks, at least at Walmart. Got my socks. My sizes 9 to 12, no nonsense. And I'm going to remove all my socks, put them in the closet in a bag, and only have these socks. They're great, and they're thin enough to wear my sneakers. And I did get more socks. I also got 2 cheap black towels, $3.97 each. That's the cheapest you could find. That I'm going to use to block out the top of the light and not use my bath towel anymore. So I can use my bath towel when I take a shower, That's not rocket science, but I was going to the store and jamming to Rock On, David Essex Rock On. I thought the guy walking in front of me had his radio in his ear too, but at one point he turned around and he was like, "Oh yeah, sing it, baby," or something. I wasn't singing. But if he was right in front of me, he could hear me even if I wasn't just singing a regular voice. Oh my. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a headache. Is it worth it? No. Is it ever worth it, really? Do it to entertain myself. My boring, weird, fucking joke of life. One window, sing a song, sounds like she's singing, ooh, baby, ooh. I was hoping that through the sunflower pumpkin seeds on the ground, that it would lure a whole bunch of mice out that entertain me by watching them, but no, the one little mouse did come out, so tiny, minuscule. Only once though, it grabbed one seed and then went back away, back in the hole. Marion has no right to throw stones at me under the circumstances of her past life and the past life of her immediate family. Marion has no right to throw stones at me under the circumstances of her past life and the past life of her immediate family. Yeah, was I ever thrown for a loop when my cousin, who I thought really liked Marion because she's paid for it, she probably does like Marion, but she still told me like it is. Told me like it is. She said, yeah, Marion accused my father of trying to do something to her, hitting on her or whatnot when she was 16. Yeah, she wasn't really a kid then, though, And I found out from my mom that my father, Marion's father, did some bad things to his stepdaughter. I forget which one, maybe all of them, maybe. I don't know. I can't say, so you never know. I can only, you understand, I can only speak from my experience. And I know for a fact that he told my aunt, who's dead now, that when I was staying with them, remember I had to live with them for 5 months, but I wanted to visit my doggies, and I didn't get to visit my doggies because he told my aunt, he says I'm going to be having sex with Laura when I was 12, so I didn't get to visit my doggies, and then he got rid of them. Got rid of them. Not Mandy, but Train, Shane, and my puppy. Got rid of them. And I went back when my mom got released finally. He got rid of them. Not like my mom was going to be in the hospital forever. He got rid of them. I still have to go back there with my mom. She got sick again, and that was that. Rid of my doggy. Alright, to be throwing stones at me. You should know right before then I found out even more, quote, juicy, unquote, details from my cousin. And her dad was a total fucking scumbag, but still, you know, she's like, yeah, Marion talks about how he made a pass at her when she was a teenager, but I found out from my mom that her father, you know, yeah, Marion, if you're ever watching this, fuck you. You have no right to be throwing stones at me. You sleep with your eyes closed, Omar. You're a cuckoo. You're a cuckoo. Home and his dog jumps up on my lap. I'm like, I'm only letting you do this because I'm drunk. You are not a lap dog. You are not a lap dog. Not a lap dog. I haven't had a big dog since I had Shane when I was in grade school. And the thing about Shane was he was a Malamute. He was way too big, bigger than you, but he wouldn't even dream of trying to get up on somebody's lap. You're not a lap dog. Jump up in my lap and then you come drunk. Only reason that you come. Always one step ahead. I was a good girl then. Didn't think about death except on those rare occasions. Then they buried my dog, and they threw me the bone, and I never found my way back home. I'd advise you to stay away. You don't want to come too near me, 'cause I'll think nothing but taking your heart, rip it out with my teeth before you can even breathe.